So apparently there's a write-in campaign for Bernie, and it's in some selected states. I posted an article on Facebook the other day that was about this write-in campaign. It wasn't my idea, although I think I had been saying it before then, before I saw this article. But at the same time, I got so much negative response from people who I guess, I don't know if they even read the article. I think they just were just like, no, then Trump will win. But that's not the point of the article. If you read the article, you would see that the point of the write-in campaign is to force a 12th Amendment situation. And what the 12th Amendment says is that if you don't get to 270 electoral votes, then the top 3 vote getters will be considered by by Congress, and Congress will have to decide who's the next president. So that would be would be interesting if all those sane, level-headed people in Congress realize that both Clinton and Trump are 2 of the biggest, corrupt, dumbest motherfuckers to ever run for president. Neither of them should be president, and then they'll pick Bernie, who's obviously the person who should have been president in the first place. So that's what this is about. It's about, every one of you people who are like, no, Clinton, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you support Trump. Fuck you. Okay? Of course I don't, you fucking asshole. You're the idiot who was just like, we'll take this other terrible douche over this terrible douche. Who the fuck cares about that stuff? You don't have any guts. Get some guts. Write in Bernie. Alright, so I'm just going to read some of the responses here that I got. And I'm going to, reveal the person's name as well, because you should be accountable for your bullshit. So the first response I got to this article, and the article is How to Write in Bernie, was from Mary Beth Stark. Yeah, no. And I think I replied with a 3-second clip of Marv Albert saying, yes! And then it just went from there. And then a lot of these responses are people I don't even know. I mean, maybe I should know them. I don't know. So let's just run through some of these. Wendy Seifert Harvey. Not sure who that is. Or, much better idea, vote for Hillary all down the ballot, Dems, and hope he's the next majority leader! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, too many exclamation points. Chris Gagne. Bernie did his job, move the party to the left. Now do yours and make sure Trump doesn't get elected. Vote Hillary. Come on! Are you kidding me? Bernie moved the party to the left? He did? Then why isn't he president? Why isn't he the one? If we truly moved to the left, then he would be the nominee, you idiot. What a dumbass. Chris Gagne. Bill Bridgeford. First post, this post sponsored by Trump? Question mark. Yes, it was sponsored by Trump. Donald Trump sponsored some dumbass's Facebook posts. And then Bill Bridgeford again. I get the dislike, but there is something seriously wrong with the reasoning ability of anyone that cannot distinguish between Clinton and Trump. I've never seen so much stupidity and ignorance manifested in so many ways. These are on Halloween as well. That's what makes them even scarier. Molly King says writing in Bernie is a very careless thing to do. Joanna Schicke, I guess, I don't know, and essentially vote for Trump, duh. And then so then I finally get to respond. Hey, here we go. A vote for Clinton is a vote for Trump. No one really wants Clinton to be president. They either want Trump or don't want Trump. Either way, Trump wins. And when Trump wins the election that he would have lost to Bernie, all of you, let's vote for the least worst of the two types, will be to blame for your following the herd and herd mentality. Spelled two different ways. You figure it out. What is stupid, like that little jab I got in there, what is stupid is believing Clinton will somehow not be as bad as Trump if she wins. We're getting a Republican either way, unless you write in Bernie. Okay, and then here is Chris Gagne. Bernie didn't get the nomination, and that sucks. But I am focusing on realpolitik, air quotes, and voting for Hillary. You are not focusing on realpolitik if you're voting for Hillary. You're mentally insane. It's your problem. You don't know what realpolitik means. If you want to talk about a herd mentality, spelled the first way, then by all means believe the narrative of lies that right wing, and this is, I'm just reading this as it's typed, has been pushing about her for the past 25 years. I don't know what that sentence means. As the saying goes, tell a lie often enough and it becomes the truth. Sorry you fell for it. Hell, even Bernie won't write in Bernie. He's voting for Hillary. Really? Okay. I guess Chris Gagne knows who Bernie's voting for. He knows two people who are voting. Him and Bernie knows how both of those people are voting. It's pretty good. And so now John King responds, and I assume he's responding to me, obviously. My little tirade, which hopefully got in this. I'll read it again as a duplicate for later. So John King says, I tried to find any logic in your comment, and all I got was a headache. Oh, it was edited. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, it shows you their edited version, his first version. Okay, I guess it's called the first version. Here's the first version of the John King comment. I tried to find any logic in your comment, and all I got was a headache. It's easy to suspect you have an agenda. Yeah, I have an agenda. Everybody does. You do. You wouldn't have wrote anything if you didn't. Everyone has an agenda. Of course. Genius. I guess that's why I edited that. You know, it's stupid. And so then here's Michael Day. Don't know who he is. John King. I think it's two bots chatting, maybe. I guess that's some clever... I don't know what that is, really. I don't get it. Something I probably don't understand. Someone else is probably laughing. Hear that? Oh, that's funny. I don't get it. It's probably something I don't understand. So then John King saying, I guess back to Michael Day. Now that would be much more interesting, even entertaining. Okay, so they're having a conversation amongst themselves. So they can go to their own page if you're going to have a conversation amongst yourselves. And then there's an emoticon. Emoticon of, I guess that's a smiley face. And then there's a guy named D.E. Henry. Don't know who he is. Chris Gagne, thank you for a rational post. Ignore the others. So this guy's backing this guy, that probably the most idiotic of all these people replying, the Chris Gagne guy. It's really stupid. All right, so next is Joanna Schicky. No, Mark, a vote for Clinton is a vote for Clinton. A vote for Trump is a vote for Trump. Bernie didn't win, and you need to move on. Move on already. Of course, it doesn't seem as if you have no problem with helping to elect an insane fascist as president of a democracy. And, and then D.E. Henry replied, thank you. And then I replied, this is a republic, not a democracy. So, zing! And next is Mary Beth Stark. Her response is, I am voting for Hillary Clinton. And this has like 4 likes by now. Then Felix Lawrence says there's a Stark choice, and he's obviously snarking on her Stark name. Her last name is Stark, and he's snarkily talking about Stark. There's a Stark choice with these capitalized. And that has 5 likes, so it's got quite a few likes. And then Toby Henrich, I don't know who that is. No way. I don't know what that means. And then I said, this is when I say, hey guys, you forgot to like all my comments. And then John Runge replied with this, I am here for you, brother, and he liked everything I said. He went through and liked everything that I commented on. So my response to him is John Runge, God's hope for America, write in Runge for president. And so then John Runge says, not to appear too megalomaniacal, but I'd be better than Clinton or Trump. And that got only 2 likes. Philip Mann says to John Runge, not to burst your bubble, but a slug would be better than either, which is true. It's probably the only true thing Philip Mann has probably ever said in his life. You can consider your psyche intact. I'm sure I've been in math class with him and say like 2 + 2 is 4. Yes, he was correct on that one too. Philip Mann. Twice correct. Alright, now we get into the Bob McHughs of the world. I don't know who that is. Bernie wants you to vote for Hillary. If you write in Bernie, you are voting for Trump. My child and all the other children in the world can't afford your selfish behavior. So I'm selfish now. Because I want Bernie to be president. That's selfish. Huh? You think that's selfish? It's not. It's righteous. Righteous, man. And then there's some replies. James R. Standring. Bob, if you vote for Hillary, you're voting for war. Nice little zing there. And then Molly King says, James R. Standring, are you suggesting that writing Bernie in is a good thing? And Ian Hamby says, the D's promised the job to the Clintons 8 years ago. Sanders knew that. So he shouldn't have run in the first place, is what he's implying. And then we've got Philip Mann says Bernie isn't in the election because the fix was in, the corruption in the DNC, the Hillary campaign, the State Department is rampant. Is this what we want for America? If you wanted Bernie, your party screwed you over right in your face. Don't reward them. And then, Phil is right on here. This is the 3rd time he's been right. And in his whole life. And that's pretty good for Phil. Trust me. He got something right. And then I posted an article from the Observer saying Bernie Sanders abandons Clinton in final week. Basically, the article is saying that he's just, instead of saying vote, he won't say vote for Clinton anymore. He's like, we need to start holding her accountable if she does win. And then Bob McHugh gets the final say. Bob McHugh, where he's quoting USA Today. Something about Bernie Sanders and Clinton supporting Clinton. I don't know. I didn't read it. It's just the USA Today. I don't read USA Today, okay, Bob McHugh. I don't read USA Today, okay? I read newspaper. And then I wipe my ass with it. Get some guts. Write in Bernie.